Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for October. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aquarius out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, just get in where you fit in. And as always, Aquarius, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you are starting out with the Hangman. You have the Ten of Swords. And you have the Eight of Wands. So you're wanting to talk to somebody. Distance could be a factor for a few of you, but I feel like you're in this waiting energy. Now, the Hangman is self-imposed. So, you know, you're in this energy of waiting. There's been a very painful ending here. You may even feel betrayed. And I feel like you would like to talk in order to bring about a sudden change here. There's definitely been something that was very, very much a huge storm in your past. So let me see, and it looks very painful. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who's in Aquarius energy, please. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person that's in your energy, I feel like this person, there was confusion. There was some sort of confusion, particularly with regard to love and relationships. I do feel like this person has gotten clarity about the situation at this point. And with the Ace of Cups here, there's something to do with new love or renewal of love. Whether that's with you or with someone else, because I do feel like this is somebody that, you know, has made some sort of a decision. So we'll clarify that. But there's something to do with either a renewal of love or new love. And it's based on them gaining clarity here. There's a little bit of imbalance in their energy. It could be financially, but there's something to do with them having imbalance. It could be their money or their emotions. Let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. This person may have been ignoring you for a period of time. I feel like this person was so focused on, you know, focused on something between the two of you from the past, possibly some third-party energy, but it doesn't have to be. And now they're realizing that they should have been focusing on the love in this connection. In your energy, you're up in your head. I feel like you're overthinking the situation. You can't stop thinking about this person. Again, it's that energy of feeling trapped, but it's self-imposed in both situations here. I feel like you're feeling a lot of anxiety. You're feeling like you just can't move forward. There's a sense of, you know, waiting for this person to, you know, communicate or come around. Let me see what's affecting this connection. I feel like all you wanted was this person to recognize the love that was here in the situation, to recognize what you were bringing to the table. And it looks like they are now beginning to. They're getting clarity over the situation. Whereas in the past, I feel like they were not. They weren't paying attention to the connection itself. Show me what's affecting this connection between Aquarius and this person. Wow, the energy doesn't want to go. There's definitely some stuck energy here. Knight of Cups. So what's affecting the connection is a love offer here. But see, for you, you're feeling betrayed. You're in a lot of pain here. So there was some sort of a love offer. And what's not obvious to me yet is whether this is this person wanting to give a love offer to you in order to reestablish this connection, or if this person gave a love offer to someone else and you felt betrayed. So I'll clarify to find out. Let me see, but a love offer is what's affecting the connection. You want to talk to this person. You have feelings for this person. Let me see the outcome for Aquarius at the end of the week. Show me the outcome for Aquarius. Page of Cups. That could be new energy, or it could be an apology and a new beginning. So again, I'm going to have to clarify because it's not really obvious just on the surface. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with a Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, but you don't have to be. It is the energy, though. Queen of Wands can be a third party. So there could be a third party that has entered into this connection, which is why you would be feeling betrayed and, you know, this painful ending here. So let's clarify. Spirit-wise, the Hanged Man here for Aquarius. That's too many. Why is the Hanged Man here for Aquarius? All right, we have the Eight of Cups reversed, and we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You may be feeling like you made a mistake to be involved with this person. I feel like you're still emotionally attached. You're not able to walk away from this person completely, but I don't feel like you're currently investing in the connection. You definitely think about them a lot. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Yeah, you have feelings, but you're holding them back. King of Cups reversed. Ten of Pentacles. This was a long-term connection, it looks like. And if it wasn't, it looks like you thought it was going to be. You thought that this person, that you and this person could have it all. I feel like there's shared friends and family. There's a sense here of you thinking that everything was stable. You were looking at this connection from a long-term point of view. And now you've kind of closed your heart down because you've been heartbroken. Whatever happened here, you felt betrayed, and you feel that, you know, that this person, they betrayed you. It caused a very painful ending. So I feel like you're holding back your feelings, your emotions. You're not investing in this, but you're constantly thinking of this person. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Why is the Eight of Wands here for Aquarius? Okay, so we have the Eight of Coins, and there's that Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is what's affecting this connection. So some of you guys could be reaching out to this person, wanting to work things out. I do feel like you're willing to put the effort into this. You're willing to give this another chance because you find that you can't just walk away from this person. Your feelings were very intense here. And so I feel like you strongly want to talk to them. You strongly want to work things out. Let me see. Let me see their energy. Why is the Seven of Cups in reverse? Justice in the reverse, and the Ten of Cups. So this person knows that they've done something here that disappointed you. I feel like this is somebody who it looks like this person was focused on some third party energy, and now they're looking at this and they've got clarity. There's a sense of injustice. There's a sense of having done wrong. They weren't giving you a fair chance here. They were focused on other things. Now, when I say third party, it doesn't necessarily have to be another person. It could be, you know, that they just weren't prioritizing you. They definitely were not treating you appropriately, though. And now they're rethinking that. Now they've got clarity. Their clarity is telling them that, you know, the two of you were happy together. The two of you could be happy. But there's still this imbalance. There's something that this person did that they could even be feeling guilty about. Let me see why the Ace of Cups is here. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Queen of Wands. And that's the Queen of Wands is underlying energy. This person's going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you the truth about this Queen of Wands. I feel like this is a third party. This person was focusing on a third party. For a lot of you, it was another person. But for some of you, it was just them not prioritizing the connection. But this person's going to come towards you and they're going to tell you the truth. Why is because they're feeling guilty. Why is the Two of Pentacles in reverse? King of Wands reversed and the Six of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, their money's not sitting right, particularly if this person owns a business or an enterprise of some sort. Their money's not doing well. I do feel like this person can be a little spiteful when they're not in a balanced mode, you know. So I feel like this person, you know, they're definitely imbalanced here. They're definitely imbalanced here. If they move towards a third party, it doesn't look like they're with that third party at this point. And it looks like they got treated the way they treated you. So they may have moved towards a third party and that third party treated them the way, you know, they did to them what they had done to you. So, because that was an imbalanced connection as well. So if they did move towards a third party, a person, that did not work out. This person is going to tell you the truth about the situation, though. Let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. Because they're realizing now what they had with you. All right, we have the Magician reversed. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. And we have Judgment. So you're both looking for a reconciliation. This person has regrets for what they did. They're feeling guilty. I don't see this manifesting in the present energy here. It's something that is yet unmanifested. And a lot of that is because this person, the guilt this person's feeling, and, you know, you constantly thinking about this person and wondering if you made a poor decision to even be with them. But I do feel like you both of these are cards of reconciliation. You're stressed though. Your anxiety is way high. You've been waiting for this person to come back towards you. I feel like you never fully left, you know, emotionally this connection. But it doesn't appear to be manifesting currently. It's yet to be manifested, and that's reconciliation energy. Let me see this love offer. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here between Aquarius and this person? King of Swords in the reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Libra is actually very strong. But there's also Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you feel like this person was dishonest with you, and that's why you've kind of closed your heart. This was painful for you. You feel that this person didn't treat you honestly. They betrayed you, that they weren't honest. I feel like you haven't been talking with this person, but you constantly think about them. And I also feel like this person that's in your energy, they're going to come towards you because I feel like this person wants to reconcile. They're going to try to open your heart back up. Now, there are feelings here between both of you. They were not able to move forward either. But it does appear that this person either didn't prioritize you or there was a third party that came in between this, you know, this connection, but it didn't work out. So this person's going to come rushing back in because they've realized the mistake that they've made. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome between Aquarius and this person. Show me the outcome between Aquarius in this person. Knight of Wands, Five of Swords reversed, and the Hermit. Interesting. So I do feel like this person has been thinking about you as well. Whatever they embarked on did not work out. They are going to tell you the truth about it. They've already decided that they need to figure out why they did what they did. They're going to come rushing in. This is fast-moving energy with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. This person is fast-moving energy. I feel like this person is going to come in with an apology, or they're going to come in and, you know, try to open that door with you. Now, they do legitimately have feelings for you, but they may come in a very flirtatious manner. I feel like you're going to accept this cup of love because you want a reconciliation as well. I feel like you're going to put the effort into resolving the conflict that was here. Just be aware that at least in the initial stages, I don't know about further than that, but at least in the initial stages, it might be, you know, you'll hear from them and then they'll pull back, then you'll hear from them and they'll pull back, because it looks like it's inconsistent energy in the meantime. It's like this person, they're going to come rushing forward, but then they're going to pull back just as quickly into silence again. So it's not like it's on and popping. It's more intermittent energy here. So I do feel like you want to put the effort into this because you weren't able to walk away from this person. You could be dealing with a Virgo, very strong Virgo energy. So I do feel like they're going to come rushing back towards you. Yeah, I definitely do. But there's whatever this person moved towards, they realize that they did you wrong. They did betray you. They're guilty. They feel guilty about it. And now they're like, you know, oh wow, Aquarius was my happiness the whole time. So you just be aware that they might be a little bit in and out, and at least in the initial stages. All right. So bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. It's in the reverse, and that indicates to me that there's been a moment between the communication, which would account for the waiting energy, the almost obsessing type of energy here, and it would also account for why this isn't currently manifesting this reconciliation. So I feel like there's been a gap in the communication. There is going to, you know, this person's going to come in, and, you know, I feel like there is going to be talk back and forth, but there's a lot of healing that needs to take place in this situation. So let me pull an oracle card for you, Aquarius, and see if there's further guidance. Yeah, you have number 28. Now that condenses down to a 10, and 10s are generally, you know, about ending of a cycle, and your card is love. So let's see what that says. Let go of your limiting beliefs about love. Your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. You are at a point in your life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. Fully opening your heart will awaken your vulnerability, sensitivity, and fear. In particular, your fear of rejection and intimacy with another person. However, you will also unleash your passion, inspiration, greatness, and an ability to care deeply. Start seeing how great life is and be willing to connect to others. If you've been holding on to past pain, then it's time to acknowledge, feel, and move forward. Give yourself permission to let people in. Ask for love with all your heart and soul, and it will come. Look for something beautiful in every person you encounter. Focus on feeling good whenever you see people loving each other, and know this is coming to you in a form of a love of a lifetime or an incredible friendship. Yeah, I think that there is a very strong connection between you and this person. And I feel like they have made some bad mistakes, and it's caused you to kind of close your heart down. So this is saying that it's going to be difficult for you, but, you know, you have to open your heart up. Now, whether it's to this person or to someone new is up to you. but you definitely need to heal from this. There's healing that's still taking place, and then allow your heart to open up to love. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Aquarius. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you guys in your next reading, Aquarius, know that you are loved, and namaste.